Good morning everyone, myself Kartik Chandaliya. I have completed my 12th and today our GD topic is the urbanization is a challenge or it's a good. So I want to say that urbanization is completely good actually. First point I want to say about the rural farming. In the rural farming we see you can see that employment is more in the rural areas as compared to the urban areas just because of the farming. But point is not that. Point is that point is about the GDP growth. Even though the employment is more in the rural areas, but the GDP contribution is more than the urban areas by the industrial as well as the tertiary sector. Why the employment is more than the rural areas? Because first thing is that the family per capita income is very low. So all the family members will have to engage in the farming for complying their livelihood, for satisfying their basic needs. Okay. Now second thing is that there is very less education, there is very less opportunities outside the agriculture. So they have to stuck to the agriculture and the allied activities. Now there is also one thing, there is a disguised employment in the rural agriculture. You know about disguised employment, unemployment? You know? Okay, disguised unemployment is like that on a land, if there are 10 workers are working and they are producing the same, and if I remove the 5 workers and the productivity is also the same, then the 5 workers are, even we can see they are employed, but they are actually unemployed. Okay, this is the biggest problem. And some people will see that in the COVID times, the relevant was more in the rural areas or for the agriculture. Okay. But actually we are not talking about the COVID times actually, because COVID is not about the lifetime, but agriculture is about the lifetime, the urbanization, rural, and all these things are about the lifetime. Okay, we have to talking about the development since the independence, before the independence, after the independence. Okay, now let's think about the poverty alleviation programs. Okay, there are many problems in the rural areas, like maybe the government has started many poverty alleviation programs, many schemes, loan facilities, interest-free loan facilities and all. But due to the, we can say the poor delivery mechanism, right, there was not so much proper implementation and this farmer was such away from the plans, from the yojanas of the government. Okay, this is the biggest problem. And there are many intermediaries also, we can see there is more corruption and everything. Now you see, many people say that people migrate to the urban areas. Okay, so there might be the problem of housing and pollution and the water, electricity, resources. Okay, so it's not the only problem of the urbanization. It's the problem of the limited resources actually. You see the China. Okay, it is the #1 agriculture economy of the world. Okay, it's the #1 country in the agriculture. India is on the second. Not sometimes, but many times, the China is far away from our GDP growth as compared to the agriculture, because they have worked on their resources. Okay, we are not working our resources. We are just stuck to the point that the resources are limited, so there must be no urbanization. So we can't be the Thanos that, okay, resources are limited, population is more. Who? No, this is not so. Okay, I am not saying that there must be no agriculture and their urbanization is always good. Their rural development should also be there, the urban development should also be there. Okay, the rural and urban are like the two tires of the country. Okay, if they will be collectively developed, then the entire country will be developed. Okay, so that's all about from me. Thanks for listening me.